Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. I'm just testing out the mic to see what to do. La da da da, la 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 la, da 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 da. Hey teammates, welcome back to Bro I Know Sports. I'm your host Chelsea, and this is episode 4. In this episode, I'll be talking about the NFL championship games, head into the Super Bowl, I'll get into some NBA news, and then I'll get into my segments, Girl Code Playbook, and In the Zone. So let's get started. Let's talk about the NFL championship games and who came out as the champions. Starting with the AFC conference, we have the Patriots and Broncos. Patriots defeated the Broncos 10-7. Drake May had an okay game, but it was enough to secure the win. He had 10 completions out of 21, 86 passing yards, and 1 rushing touchdown. So congratulations to the Patriots for moving forward and going to the Super Bowl. Jarrett Stidham, which was the backup quarterback for the Broncos, who actually started because Bo Nix suffered a ankle injury in the divisional round playoffs, was Stidham's first start since the 2023 season. And it's so crazy. It's like a full circle moment because Stidham was actually drafted by the Patriots. He did secure a touchdown, 1 passing touchdown, but it was not enough to secure the wins. But still, congratulations on Stidham for having his first starting game and scoring a touchdown. Moving on to the NFC side, the Seahawks and the Rams. The Seahawks defeated the Rams 31-27. This was a good game, but that Seattle offense is nothing to play with. Sam Darnold completed 25 completions out of 36. He had 346 yards and 3 touchdowns. That is a huge difference if we wanted to compare him with Drake May. And so the Seahawks are going to the Super Bowl. I want to talk about Sam Darnold for a while because he has like an inspiring story that not many people know. Sam Darnold has been traded to a number of teams, and it seems like he is finally now getting some recognition with him securing a win to head to the Super Bowl. Some people that's in his drafting class are Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Baker Mayfield. These are all players that are well notably known and have great resumes, but do not have a Super Bowl ring. So for Sam Darnold to be kind of like overlooked and traded a number of times and not have like that franchise quarterback tag, it's kind of inspiring to actually see him in this position to possibly win his first Super Bowl. So Sam was with the Jets. The Jets traded him, and then he went over to the Panthers, but the Panthers let him walk. And then he was traded to the 49ers as a backup, but then he was let go over there. And then the Vikings picked him up, and he had a great season with the Vikings, won 14 games, but when it came to the playoffs, he kind of fell short, so they end up letting him go, releasing him, and the Seahawks took a chance on him. And here he is now heading to his first Super Bowl, and I definitely think he does have a chance at, going all the way and winning it. So shout out to Sam Darnold, a very inspiring story. I'm wishing the best for him. So yes, this is going to be the Patriots' 12th Super Bowl appearance, and this is going to be the Seahawks' 4th Super Bowl appearance. Now, the Seahawks and the Patriots have met before in the Super Bowl, in Super Bowl 49, when Tom Brady was the quarterback for the Patriots and Russell Wilson was the quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks. They have been calling this new matchup, Super Bowl 60, a rematch of Super Bowl 49, because the Seahawks could have won Super Bowl 49 if Russell Wilson would have handed the ball off to running back Marshawn Lynch instead of throwing it and getting it intercepted. So the Patriots went on to winning Super Bowl 49. People are saying that this is a matchup between these two teams, but you know, these are two different rosters, different eras, so we really don't know. But I mean, it is kind of cool to see these teams back in the Super Bowl when they was already a matchup before. And recently, Marshawn Lynch was on the podcast All the Smoke, and he was discussing that Super Bowl appearance and stating that he didn't understand, you know, why that call was made for him not to get the ball and for Russell to throw the ball. And, you know, it was just he just gave us more insight about what took place. We just heard why the call was made, because we never really got the background as to why Marshawn Lynch did not get the ball. Marshawn Lynch was like the number one running back then. We really never knew much about who called the play, where it came from, and how did he feel, how did the other players feel. And he basically said that, you know, Pete stated that the call for Russell to throw the ball came from up, you know, in the box, and they passed it on to Pete, and Pete passed it on to Russell. But everyone on the All the Smoke podcast and Marshawn Lynch didn't understand why in that moment Russell Wilson should have just made a, you know, quarterback and captain decision to just hand the ball off regardless of what the call was made upstairs. And I'm gonna have to agree, like, if you know your running back is good and you guys are right there in front of the goal line to get a touchdown, why not hand the ball to Marshawn Lynch for you guys to run it in instead of throwing it? You got an interception, and it cost you the game. It cost you the game. You guys were right there. And Marshawn Lynch basically said that, you know, a lot of men who were on that team at the time, they just never came back from that loss. You know, people had families to take care of, or, you know, they were nearing the ending of their careers. So it was a lot of background information that he gave us for that incident that took place in Super Bowl 49. So if you want to hear more about it, definitely go check out their interview on All the Smoke. But back to this year's Super Bowl 60 matchup between the Patriots and the Seahawks. I'm going to go ahead and inform you all of who I think is going to be the Super Bowl champions and why. So, y'all, I am thinking that that was my drum roll, okay? I am thinking that the Seattle Seahawks are going to be the Super Bowl champions. And let me tell you guys why. The Seahawks have a great offense, okay? They have a great offense. We were just talking about Sam Darnold. He is a great quarterback. You know, he's always had a great resume. It's just that he never had, you know, a real place to call home with him bouncing around from team to teams. But I think with this offense, it just tied in so well with him and his skills. He was able to shine more. He was able to shine. And the Seattle offense is ranked 5th out of the whole NFL. Okay, so that tells you a lot. Ranked 5th, you got a great quarterback, you got a great offense, you got great receivers, a great tight end. So I definitely see them putting up numbers in the Super Bowl. On the defense side, the Seattle Seahawks is ranked number 1 out of the entire NFL. Okay, that should tell you a lot. Defense wins games, but when you have a strong defense ranked number 1 and you have a strong offense ranked number 5 out the entire league, I mean, that should let you know right there that they're going to be the winner. I don't see the Patriots, Drake May and his I don't want to I don't want to talk too bad on him, but his mediocre performance beating the Seattle Seahawks in their strong powerhouses on both sides of the field. I don't see that happening. Now, the Patriots does have a great defense as well. The Patriots defense is ranked number 4th out the entire league. So you have the number 4 defense going up against the number 1 defense. This might be a defensive game, but again, the Seattle offense is ranked 5th. And the New England Patriots offense is ranked 15th. So, like I stated, I just don't see the offense putting up numbers on the Seattle Seahawks defense. I don't see it. Drake May has just been given very mediocrity in these last games, but it has been enough. It has been enough to get by, but I don't think it's going to be enough to get past the Seattle Seahawks. So that is definitely going to be my pick for the Super Bowl, and hopefully I am right. Whoever wins, shout out to both teams. For them to even make it this far is an accomplishment in itself. So I will definitely be tuned into the Super Bowl. Now it's time for you guys to let me know who you guys are going with for the Super Bowl. So be sure to comment down below if you think the New England Patriots or the Seattle Seahawks is going to take it home. Make sure to engage. I'm going to be looking out for you all's comments, okay? I'm now going to go ahead and move on to my segment called Run That Playback. This play comes from the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams matchup. It was a series of events. The Seattle Seahawks punted the ball for the Los Angeles Rams to catch it, but Xavier Smith, it seems like he kind of catches the ball, but then falls back and he loses the ball. Seattle then recovers the ball. And in the next play, Sam Darnold throws a touchdown to Jake Bobo. Here's their highlight.
Lee come out and change field position.
So they'll try and do. Beautiful spiraling deep kick. Smith, who bobbled up before. He lost it. Seattle recovers. Darnold to throw. Back, hit, throws, end zone, caught! Touchdown! Jake Bobo!
And that is what I was talking about right there. The Seattle Seahawks, they have a strong offense, they have a strong defense, they have a strong special team. They have it good on all sides of the ball, seriously. So that was no surprise there that they were able to get a touchdown because, one, they were right there. Like I stated, that Sam Darnold is a great quarterback. So for them to recover that ball and throw it in for a touchdown in the third quarter, this just put them up and essentially them winning the game. So little mistakes like that can cost you the game. But you know, I feel like the Rams, they did put up a fight, but it just wasn't enough to get past those Seattle Seahawks. Moving on to NBA news, it is rumored that Giannis from the Milwaukee Bucks is wanting to be traded to a new team. Giannis is a 2-time MVP winner, a 9 times All-Star player, and an NBA champion. He won the NBA championship in 2021, and he was drafted 15th overall in 2013 by the Milwaukee Bucks. So I really don't think that this is a stretch for him to want to find a new team to play for. He's definitely a force in the league. He's very athletic. His body, his build, his height, they all play a factor in him being such a great player that he is. You know, sometimes people think like, oh, you should be loyal to the organization that you got drafted to. And, you know, after a while, it just starts to get old. I don't see a problem with him weighing his options to go to a different team. Like I stated, he won a championship. He brought them a championship. And I think that's the highest achievement you can do. So I don't think the Milwaukee Bucks will hold it against him with him wanting to get traded. It's just now about where he's going to go. It is rumored that the possible teams that he could get picked up by are the Golden State Warriors. There's been some rumors that he could possibly go to the New York Knicks, the San Antonio Spurs to play with Wemby. And I've also seen some rumors that he could possibly get picked up by the Heat. Now, all of these are going to be strange because, again, he's been with the Milwaukee Bucks since 2013. So seeing him in a different jersey outside of green is going to be super weird. Like, I seen him, people make graphics with him in different jerseys, and it's so weird seeing him in red. Like, I definitely could not see him playing for the Miami Heat. That was kind of weird. So yeah, it was said that he could possibly go over there to the Golden State Warriors and team up with Steph and Draymond, and that would be crazy if that is true, if that does happen. Him going to San Antonio Spurs to play with Wemby, that would be wild too, because they're both so freaking tall. So somebody said that's kind of like cheating, but I think that would be kind of cool if he did go over there to see them match up, to see them pair up. That would be kind of cool. But I don't like getting into the speculations about where players are going to go, especially when trade rumors are out. I just like to let it play out. But he does have until the trade deadline, which is February 5th, for the Milwaukee Bucks to make a decision to see if they're going to keep him or trade him to a different team. So wherever he may go, I know it's going to make huge headlines. It's going to be definitely a trending topic because, again, this man has been with this organization for over 10 years. So it will definitely be a different sight to see him in a different jersey in a different city. And y'all know he's going to be bringing his brother with him, the Nasses. He does not play about his brother. And it's so funny because his brother actually plays for the Milwaukee Bucks as well. And it's always been a joke that, they only drafted him because of Giannis. And if you don't know, he is from Greece. So having his brother with him, he's always told stories that, they grew up very, very close and that he needs his brother and his brother needs him. So it's always been a joke that the Milwaukee Bucks really only picked the Nasses up because of Giannis and because Giannis was their superstar, and whatever Giannis wants, they're going to give it to him to make sure that he's happy. So the rumors are that wherever Giannis go, he is going to be bringing the Nasses with him. So it looks like they're going to have to clear their roster for 2 players instead of 1. So I am going to be on the lookout for that and make sure to update you guys wherever he does land. My next segment is called Girl Code Playbook. This segment is revolved around all things girls, all things women surrounding sports. This week's Girl Code Playbook recipient is Miss Cardi B. Cardi B stole the show at the AFC divisional round playoff game, the Patriots versus the Broncos. After their win, every reporter, every broadcast channel, they was running up to Cardi B to get her reaction, being that she is in a well-known relationship with New England Patriots wide receiver Stefon Diggs. Cardi B dressed down. She had on a fitted all gray outfit from head to toe with a beautiful turquoise bust down middle part. Like, my girl came ready. My girl came ready to steal the show. Like, all eyes on me. I'm here. Y'all been having me and my man in the news talking about us, saying how I could have did better, yada, yada, yada. And it gets all the talk. My man is going to the Super Bowl. And she really was out there supporting Stefon Diggs. Like, having press conferences, speaking well. She did a really good job in the interviews. Just saying how Stefon Diggs was very disciplined, how he worked very hard to get to the Super Bowl, and how she is now, a football fan, and how she enjoys it, and how she's proud of the Patriots, and they're gonna go win the Super Bowl. It was just amazing to see her speak so highly of the Patriots organization. Not only that, she looked good doing it. Like, Cardi B is literally that girl. She's also that girl, okay? She was trending more than the Patriots. Like, I seen more of Cardi B than I seen the players. She was getting so much headlines. She was trending. The outfit gave, the hair gave, and I'm just gonna show y'all a snippet of an interview that she gave.
Cardi, we just talked to Steph and he was super emotional about the journey to get back to that. To watch him achieve this, what are you feeling?
I'm feeling very excited, very happy for him, very proud of him. You know, he just came back from my ACL, and me seeing the progress and the process of him going through there from the first time he started running back and now joining the Patriots and then actually going to the Super Bowl. I'm just very excited for him, very excited for the whole team. They've been working late.
You've seen a lot of the hard moments.
Yes,
can you maybe paint a picture of what that's been like to get back for him?
Discipline and work. It's not like, oh, you wake up and you're great. It's discipline. It's going to bed early. It's waking up early. It's not missing one day of work. Nothing. It's discipline. Simple, hard discipline.
I'm here for Cardi B being a WAG. She really plays the role very well. And obviously she is a big name where everybody wants to see what she has to say. As you can see, she was a trending topic this past week. So shout out to Cardi. I cannot wait to see the outfit for the Super Bowl because I know my girl is coming. I know she coming. I know she coming with the looks. I know she coming with a good hairstyle, and she's definitely going to be a trending topic again, whether they lose or they win. And you know, people have been saying like, oh, the NFL script has been rewritten. If you don't know, last year the WAG of last year was Taylor Swift because she was dating Kansas City tight end Travis Kelce, and that's all they would talk about is Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. But this year the new head WAG is Cardi B. It's great to definitely see a new face and not Taylor Swift. Okay, I'm here for Cardi B supporting her man, her baby. Period. My next segment is In the Zone. This segment is about the trending tea that's happening in the sports world. This week's trending topic surrounds the NCAA. These coaches are tampering with these players, trying to get them to come over and decommit from their schools to get signed with their schools. And Dabo Swinney is not going forward. Dabo Swinney is the head coach for Clemson, and he came out and said that the head coach for Ole Miss, Pete Golden, was tampering with his player linebacker Luke Farrelly. Okay, he broke it down. He brought the receipts, held a press conference, and states that Golden needs to be investigated and dealt with.
And Luke communicated to Jordan and to Ben Boulware that Pete texted him on Wednesday morning, the head coach at Ole Miss, when he was in his 8 a.m. class. And he said, the text message said, "I know you're signed. What's the buyout?" And he also, Luke said that Coach Golding also texted him a picture of a $1 million contract. Luke also mentioned to Jordan and to Ben that Coach Golding had Trinidad Chambliss call him from his phone, and that Coach Golding was there continuing to talk on his phone to push him to re-enter the transfer portal. This is obviously a crazy time. We turned everything in to the NCAA. And I'm just going to say this. This is like, there's tampering and then there's blatant tampering.
I think Dabo is just really upset that, you know, a coach will go to that extent to try to get a player to decommit to a school, and then also bribing him with money. Dabo stated that Pete Golden sent a picture of a $1 million check. What player you know is going to leave $1 million check on the table? Okay, it could be the University of I don't know where, and if someone sends me a check of $1 million, I'm going to throw up the deuces as well. So I think Dabo was kind of like thrown off at how Ole Miss head coach was approaching the players. Like, I think that was a little bit overboard. You are already tampering, but then you go to the extreme extent of bribing them with checks, sending them pictures of checks, having your, top players call them on the phone, giving them this personalized feeling. And Swinney just wasn't going for it at all. So we'll have to wait and see what the NCAA decides to do and see if Ole Miss head coach is going to be punished or penalized for doing something to this extent. Now, in my opinion, I think it's kind of wrong. I think it's kind of low down that you would do that. Now everybody knows that you are trying to get players to decommit from their schools. I definitely see the NCAA giving Pete Golden some type of punishment, being that Swinney has held a press conference about it. So we would have to wait and see what's going to happen. I do think that this has been something that has hindered the NCAA with the transfer portals and the NILs. It just kind of makes these players unloyal to a team. Like, you just never know if they're going to stay, if they're going to go, and if they're leaving for the right reasons or if they're leaving for money. Money is the roots of everything. And if and those players that's in the NCAA, they have families that they need to take care of before they get to the league. Like, some of them just see the money sign and they dart out of there. So I don't blame the player, Luke Farrelly, for taking the bait, because again, it might be something that he needed to do to support his family. But how it was done, I do think it was a little bit shady, and that Pete Golden is definitely going to need some type of punishment. So that is the In the Zone topic for this week. And that is all for this episode. If you made it to the end, thank you so much for your support. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and drop your picks down below in the comments for your Super Bowl picks so that we can meet back here next week to discuss. You were tuned in to Bro, I Know Sports. I'm your host, Chelsea, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye, teammates.